Moroccan woman freed after a 3.5-year jail sentence for insulting Islam. So on June 28th, Ikram Nazi, a Moroccan Italian woman, was sentenced to 3.5 years in prison and a hefty fine for allegedly assaulting Islam on Facebook posts she made long before her trip to Morocco. In April 2019, she posted Arabic phrases about whiskey that looked like verses from the Quran. She did this, quote, without knowing the content, explained her father, who also emphasized her lack of fluency in Arabic. Her arrest gained attention online, with her defenders criticizing the Moroccan government for attacking individuals who want to express their intellectual criticisms. Vincenzo Amendola, Italy's Minister of European Affairs, headed the team that handled the diplomatic mission for Nazin's release. Amendola visited her every week while in detention, and under his supervision, Italian officials were in constant communication with their Moroccan counterparts, negotiating for their release. Nazin was released after being detained for more than 2 months while waiting for her trial scheduled for August 30th.
This is Morocco, guys. This is like supposed to be like, this is not Pakistan. This is not Iran. This is not Saudi Arabia. This is not Bangladesh. Okay. This is not Egypt. It's Morocco. It's supposed to be better. Okay. It's supposed to be, I mean, it is better, but this is the best you could hope for. Like, you still have to deal with crap like this. This is the same made up surah, Quranic surah that Abdullah Samir published, right? With the
I think so.
Quranic surah. Yeah, this is the, which I don't understand. This is the Quran itself has challenged people to see if they could make surahs like the Quran. So what are you like? Why are people complaining? Allah has asked the world to accept this challenge. It was a challenge that was put out there by Allah. And people are like, okay, well, here's the surah. Here's the challenge accepted. I feel like, you can't do that. Like, why can't I do that? Allah has challenged us to make a surah like the Quran. So we're just responding. What the hell's wrong with you?
I'm just doing what he said.
Yeah, like you said, like, if you think this is not from Allah, try to make a surah like it or make an ayah like it. Well, like, okay, we made one like about whiskey, and it's actually better. That surah is actually much better than the entire Quran. So
True.
But you see, like, the defense from the dad shows how bad the situation is. Like, she didn't know what she was sharing. Her Arabic is not good. That's why she shared it. Like, this is the defense to try to get her out. Not like she should. I'm not criticizing the dad. Maybe that's what's going to work. Okay. Mm-hmm. But the fact that this is what the go-to is means like defense is like, dude, it's just a post. It's just a post. How is this a crime? Right, that
was basically defense. Italy's response to this, and the response of Italian government officials who spoke on her case. There's like, under no circumstances are we going to let a young woman like sit in jail over a Facebook post. That's absurd. It's pretty interesting. So like, she, I think, was maybe born in Morocco, but she spent almost her entire life in Italy. And then she was, I think, pursuing a law degree, or she was pursuing a degree in France. And then she came back to Morocco to visit her family, I think around April 2021. I can't remember off the top of my head. But this was a post she made in April 2019. And I saw one news report that said that it was like a local religious group who found this post and alerted authorities, and she was arrested like upon her arrival in Morocco. So someone must have had it out for her. It's insane. But I do want to clarify some things, because before the stream started, oh shoot. Of course, StreamYard won't let me see the comment. Okay, well, before the stream started, someone left a comment saying that like they left a correction saying like, oh, she wasn't freed, like it was, the case was released because of something with appeals or whatever. I am not familiar with that. I haven't seen that reported in any English speaking media. So maybe this person is correct, maybe they're not. One thing that's not clear to me through all the reports that I've read of this story, including like the Associated Press, is the fact that she has some sort of trial or court date on this coming Monday. I'm not exactly, it's not clear to me based on the reporting I've seen in English, like what this court date is for, and the terms of her release. But I'm just deferring to the language that I've seen in all the other media reporting on this, including a source credible as the Associated Press saying freed, released, etc. But I'm just, saying that for full transparency in case things do evolve with this court date that's coming up, and maybe there were some details that were lost in translation. But based on the way that everyone else is talking about this, I will celebrate her release. I will congratulate and thank the Italian authorities for going to bat so hard for their citizen. And yeah.
I'll actually answer my question because I wanted to clarify. So she's an Italian citizen, right? Mm-hmm. What are the chances that she would still be in jail right now if she was only a Moroccan citizen and not an Italian citizen?
Pretty high, I think.
Pretty high, right? Like, so she's getting...
I mean, that's a total speculation, but
yeah, but I think it's like a reasonable speculation, right? Also, she made this post when she was outside of Morocco, right?
Mm-hmm.
So she's been to jail and she's having a court date possibly because of an Italian citizen who was outside of Morocco is in jail in Morocco because of something she did on Facebook outside of Morocco. Okay. So I'm just trying to imagine what the situation would be if she was only a Moroccan citizen and not an Italian citizen, and she made this post while she was in Morocco. Like they would be like, you're screwed. You are like, and again, guys, this is Morocco. Okay. This is not Saudi Arabia or Iran or Bangladesh or Pakistan. Right. So even this would have been a lot worse if she didn't have dual citizenship or if she did this in Morocco. And I can't imagine, like, this is the best we could have. This is like some of the most free, secular Islamic countries that are out there. And this is the best we're getting. So just keep that in mind when people, again, I'm not denying that the Morocco, like, I don't want people to say like they're all the same, all the Islamic countries that are the same. No. Morocco is a lot better. But again, this is the best we get.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, she's not sentenced to death. Like, those are our standards.
Yay. Like, yeah, that is amazing.
But this is still really good news because when we reported on her being sentenced to over 3 years in prison for blasphemy, like, her father was speaking to the media just being like, she's completely broken. Like, they ruined her future, like just how devastated she was by this, apparently not even understanding Arabic all that well. And so the fact that she is released in this capacity is fantastic news. And hopefully she will get out of Morocco as fast as possible.
I'm glad that Italy is like, because like we had some disappointing situations with like Australia, for example, when it came to Zara
Australia
K.
really failed Zara K.
Yeah, so I'm glad Italy is like, you don't do this with our citizen. Like, what? No. And I think Italy was actually very good with, I think it's been a decade or something, with Oriana Fallaci. She had she was I think if I remember this right, the EU wanted to charge Oriana Fallaci for Islamophobia because of her book, and there was a thing for her arrest, and the EU was like, you need to send her to us, and Italy was like, excuse me, no. So but she had like court dates and everything, but she died before any of that happened. So, but I think Italy was like, it's good when it comes to, it seems like it, I'm not sure, but when it comes to like respecting free speech, Italy seems to be better than some other European countries. Anyways, all right, see if there's anything we need to highlight in the live chat while I get the next news. You can take a look.
AG is saying, we don't behead people, which is a reference to Hindu extremists to excuse their reprehensible behavior that is worse than any Islamists like we've ever experienced by saying, we don't behead people.
We should make like a plastic medal saying, I never beheaded anybody, and just like hand them out as like, yeah.
Should that be our new merch?
That would probably get us removed from a store, but
true.
I wish
Actually, you're right.
But yeah.
Hey guys, if you're a fan of Blasphemy and Sexy Callie, you know, like me, then you need to be sure to subscribe to our newsletter, link in the description below. Because if you subscribe, we will send you a free copy of our Blasphemous Art ebook. And let me tell you, it is the tastiest blasphemy that you can find anywhere available today. And we are so generous with our blasphemy that we continue to send you more blasphemy every week. So make sure to subscribe, link in the description below.